This is Paperman. I wrote this when I was in second grade with my best friend Ricky. I was going through my things recently preparing to move out for college, and I stumbled upon this expansive series of comic books that I wrote when I was in elementary school. So today I'm going to be taking another look at them and seeing just how bad they really are, because I like to think that my writing skills have improved at least a little bit since then. We'll see. I scanned each page as best I could to preserve this artwork so y'all can follow along as I critique and talk about the story and read it to everyone. Also, if y'all enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe even, maybe, because I'd love to make more videos like this. There's a lot of books in here. So if y'all want to see any more, absolutely let me know. I will do it and we can do this, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. This is the cover for book 1, and it's just going to be a whole backstory on how Paperman came to be, so buckle up, it's going to be wild. Once upon a time, a man was trying to make a Paperman, but when he put in a paper heart, it came alive and ran away. So he ran to Paper World. Already, I hope y'all are getting a good feel for how these stories are going to be, and there's a lot of terrible writing and grammar, so it's going to be fun. But I did my best to translate this into readable English for y'all. I think I just kind of assumed every word is spelt like it sounds, so there's going to be a lot of that. It's kind of funny though. But like, why the hell is Wednesday spelled like that? I can vividly remember the moment in second grade I was told it was spelled Wednesday, which is just a load of shit. There's no way. That makes no sense. To be honest, my entire world was shattered at that point. I still have no idea what the drawing is for this. It's just like some wheel down there. I'm assuming that's Paper World, but who knows. Alright, I'll stop talking. Let's get back to the story. I know y'all are on the edge of your seats. Then he found a paper market and got a job. When he walked in, he saw 2 paper dragons, so he walked to them and asked for a job, and he got it. Here we're getting an introduction to some of the other characters that aren't Paperman, the 2 paper dragons that also work at the market now. Like, this exposition here is just crazy. No dilly-dallying, no nonsense, no nothing, just getting straight to that plot and new characters. It's great. So he got to work as an employee, but he always messed up, so he quitted. Also, the 2 dragons quit too, so they built their own paper market and they found 3 aprons. It looked good, so they got to work. Okay, I forgot how rough the grammar is here. Like, literally just writing down the script for this video is rough because it's like a sea of red lines in my Google Doc. It's rough, but you know, we're hanging in there. And again, the storytelling is just unbelievably fast-paced here, but this is what set me and Ricky apart from other writers. This is what put us onto that top level of writing. I mean, we were really just pushing the limits and breaking boundaries and just innovating the entire field of literature. This book is about a paperman living his life and escaped and found 2 dragons and started a business. This is a beautiful little conclusion here. It just ties everything together and it really hooks the reader wanting more, honestly. I mean, that's really just how easy it is to start a business. You get a paperman, 2 paper dragons, and then you start a business. You just open it. You just do it. Okay, so for a little backstory here, I went to a pretty alternative type of elementary school, and there wasn't much of a curriculum for the school, if one at all, I'm not sure. Along with that, my second grade class only consisted of 7 people, so we had a bunch of free time to do things like this and arts and crafts and all the other fun elementary school stuff you want to do. We actually got the idea for making a story and comic book out of Paperman after making like a man made of paper. So crazy. Sadly, I don't have the original Paperman anymore because a little bit later in the year, one of our classmates threw away Paperman. I think we must have like pissed her off or something, but I feel really bad about this because at that point, I probably wished her bad luck. I was a shitty kid. I was annoying. But then she got cancer. Twice. She pulled through though, don't worry, like she's completely fine now, she did good, but I'm definitely going to be paying for that in the afterlife for wishing her bad luck. Also, I just thought of it, this is a terrible transition, but if I get 10k subs, I'm getting a tattoo of my YouTube channel somewhere on my body, so if y'all can make that happen, make it happen, let's do it. Okay, back to Paperman now, to the second book out of like, I think there's 50 of these, honestly. Paperman, The Robber Takeover, Book 2. One fine day at the new paper market, run by Paper Dragon, Paper Dino, and Paperman, and when they saw a robbery on aisle 7, it wasn't good. So now the runners of the paper market decided to team up and they called themselves Team Paper. Oh yeah. My storytelling really is terrible here. It's structured just like a little kid would explain how his day went, so that's just great. I guess I hadn't really learned the word owners yet, so I just went with runners, but I promise I know what that word is now. The appearance of Paper Dino here is kind of weird because he wasn't mentioned in the last book, so I think we just decided to make it 1 paper dragon instead of 2 and then add in the dino instead, but just didn't mention it. I mean, we were just so diverse in this book right here. Even if I called the first black person I saw a chocolate person, but like I had jaundice as a baby, okay? I was a little yellow baby and I sat by the window inside, so I didn't get out much, and I was told all this by my mom. I I don't remember doing this. So they stopped the robbery. Oh, they felt really, 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 really gratefully, fully happy here. Oh, they felt so good. Okay, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know what the hell I was on here. I just kind of kept going on about how good they felt for some reason. I feel like if I showed this to my English professor right now, he'd just sucker punch me across the face because not showing and telling and yada yada yada. Because there's probably a better way to convey that they feel good here, instead of saying they felt really, really, really good and gratefully happy. So they kept running the paper market. So soon they put up a help wanted sign. So luckily soon a paper chicken came in and helped us. Like I warned y'all, there's a lot of character introduction in the beginning of the series, like very rapid. But I mean, like, what a more natural transition than like help wanted. It's SpongeBob 101. I probably did get this idea from the SpongeBob episode though, if I'm being honest. But yeah, big cliffhanger here, so I won't keep y'all waiting much longer. Paperman Team Effect, Book 3. Off in the breeze at the paper market on aisle 14, there was another robbery for paper chicken. Aw man. I can vividly remember feeling like the shit after writing this intro because off in the breeze? Are you kidding me? That's like a 7th grade reading level phrase in 2nd grade. You know, this is crazy. But seriously though, I don't know how there are so many robberies at the store. It's a very convoluted story, okay? You gotta pay close attention. So they stopped the robbery. Oh yeah. And they saved the chicken. Oh yeah, ha ha, oh yeah, they felt really happy. So soon they started dancing, oh yeah, ha ha, yeah ha. Again, I'm writing the script like a dumbass little kid because I was like a bratty suburban white kid and I thought I was way cooler than I was. But also, who cares? I mean, me and Ricky ran that playground, so I don't want to hear none out of y'all. I feel like I'm actually somewhat cool now. I got a couple piercings. This one's gonna be hoop soon. I don't like the stud at all, but it has to heal first. Actually, Ian, nobody asked, but I'm just here at the dorm all on my own. Everyone's home for the weekend. I'm losing my mind, but Paperman. They wanted to research evil history. This is kind of a crazy leap and weird transition to take because they're like paper store employees. I don't know, but now they're going to research evil history. Makes sense. And because like I mentioned, we had a class of 7 people, we got everyone else to read these Paperman comics. So it was very serious. Like this is a big cliffhanger. Everyone wants to know what happened. And let's get to the next one already. Paperman, The Evil History of Twins, Book 4. One fine morning, Team Paper were reading history books. Paper Chicken found an evil page and it said, "You will find your spirit and come alive. You cannot spot it till midnight." It sounded shocking, but in a flash, there were 2 of everybody. If something seems off here, artistically speaking, you're absolutely right. For this one, me and Ricky switched places actually writing it down, but we still came up with the story and drawings together. Also, if you thought my handwriting from the previous books was just bad at the time, well, okay, I rewrote this page in my handwriting for y'all to look at. It's not much better, but, you know, yeah, it's like near dysgraphic levels of bad handwriting. I do have a friend who's dysgraphic though, and it's kind of funny to make fun of him, and I think I have the pass. "Who are you?" everybody said. "I'm you," the twins said. And the evil twins ran off. "Wait," Paperman said. "Where did they come from?" Paper Dragon said. "I think I did it," Paper Chicken said. Why? We clearly had no idea how dialogue is supposed to be written here, but you know, the effort's still there. And the story's getting a little bit more complex with a now solidified main cast, and the stories are getting a little more interesting. So they ran as fast as they could. They catched up to the twins, they kicked and smashed. It was almost midnight. They kept hitting them, then in a sudden they got destroyed, and in a sudden it was midnight. The note was gone and evil was destroyed. I'm actually kind of surprised how well we implemented this tension building towards the end of the book, because it really just had our classmates on the edge of their seats here. Also, I just gotta point out how we spelled destroyed and sudden. Absolutely love that. Paperman Revenge, Book 5. One bad night at the paper graveyard underneath paper ground was the evil monster of all paper. He came out as a paper ghost. Okay, I just can't get over how many times we specified that this is paper and a paper world with paper people and Paperman. I just checked the script so far and it says there's over 50 times that I said paper, which is a little bit nuts, but it's Paperman, okay? Also, I don't want to hear nobody saying anything about, oh, this isn't peak comic book. I mean, look at this use of onomatopoeias. There's like 15 H's in this. So he ran to the paper market. The paper market runners were worried. They ran and ran and ran and ran. He catched 0 people but had his weird revenge, and then out of nowhere a paper asteroid hit him. His soul came out and flew back into his grave. See, now I can't really even joke or try to salvage the plot here because it makes just no sense and it's so rushed. I assume this is because we had to finish the comic book by the end of the day, so we just tied it up together really quick. This still makes absolutely no sense, but he catched 0 people, so that's awesome. Paperman, The Brothers, Book 6. One fine day in the paper taxi, it was Paperman's brother, New Guy. He stepped out and walked to the paper market. "Yo, what up?" the brother said. Paperman was shocked. He thought he was gone. "I was sent to Y," he said. Okay, I'll go ahead and point it out. There are so many plot holes here already. Like, I don't know how Paperman could possibly have a brother, or at least know he had one, because if y'all remember the backstory, he left right as he was created and given the paper heart, so he wouldn't have known if he had a brother. I don't know. On top of that, I have no idea what Y is and why Paperman's brother was sent there. That's really all it says about it, but let's just keep reading and see if this goes anywhere. He thought for a second. "Just give him a hug. Fine, I'll do it." So he gave him a hug. Then they heard the same thing. Pashoo! They got going except for the brother. "Guys, where you've gone. Pashoo! Again, where are you?" So crazy conflict point here. I'm pretty sure the paper store gets hit by a paper tornado and then they just all fly around disoriented. Let's keep on going. "I'm over here," Paperman said. "You're a superhero." "All of us are," they said. "Let's go." Soon at the paper market. "I want to join you," he said. "But what's your name?" "Paperboy." "So you're Paperman's younger brother," Chicken said. "Yes, I am." "You're in." "Awesome. Let's do it." P.S. His name is Roger. I honestly have no idea what happened here, how they solved the conflict, or what's going on at all. I promise there's no missing page here. They just, I guess, solved the storm and got rid of the problem, but then they came out all superheroes. Makes sense to me, I guess, but this story also introduces Paperboy, aka Roger. So, like, very, very exciting stuff. Okay, that's all I can cover for the Paperman series today. Please be sure to let me know if you enjoyed this, if I should stop talking in between as much, or just read the stories, or if y'all like it at all. I mean, who knows? I really enjoy making these videos, and there's a lot more paper books to cover in here, so I'm absolutely down to make some if y'all enjoy it. Also, if you made it here, you might as well like the video, maybe even subscribe. It would help me out a lot. I'm still like a pretty small YouTuber, so it would mean the world to me. But other than that, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you next time.